Canva Free versus Canva Pro. Which one is better and how do you decide between the two of them? Each of them have their advantages. For example, Canva Pro has a lot more that you can access than the free version. So anything that you see with the crown icon means that it is Canva Pro and you have to pay to be able to access it. And one of those things is adding in brand elements. This gives you the option to add in brand logos, brand colors, and brand fonts. And you can really add in a ton of different brand colors and even have different palettes if you want more than one, but you can only add in 3 brand fonts. And if we go home and go to any design here, I'll show you why this is useful. So if I am creating a Pinterest pin here, I can go up here to colors and you can see that my brand colors are here as a quick select. So if I decide that I want this background to change colors, I can just click on this and any of my colors will show up. Same thing with the fonts. You click on a font, you go up here, you can see recommended fonts, regularly used fonts, all of that. But right here is my Sarah Marie fonts so that I can use those super easy and I don't have to go searching for the font or the color code. You also get access to their content planner as well. So this is going to be great if you are already in a design and you're creating a Pinterest pin or you are creating an Instagram post or something like that. You can just schedule right from here. When you go to share, as opposed to going to download and doing this, you can go to share on social and then schedule however you want on whatever platform you want. I've never used it personally, but it will save you a lot of time, I'm sure, doing it this way. The next thing that you get access to is more templates. So if I look up Pinterest pin here, you're going to see that a few of the designs have the Canva Pro watermark on them. Now, I honestly don't think that this is a huge deal because there are so many other ones that you can get for free. You're probably not going to be missing out on 1 or 2 templates. However, there are a lot that are pro that I would prefer to use over some of the free ones. So it really depends on how you like the design or not. And I'm actually going to go in here and click on this pro design so that I can show you a few more things that you get with Canva Free versus Canva Pro. And one of the main things is the pictures. You can see many of the photos that I used recently for one of my clients are all pro. And if you have only the free version, you won't have access to any of these photos. One good thing about the free version though is you have access to all of the stickers. Now I'm pretty sure at one point there were some paid for stickers, but I've been scrolling through some of these and I don't see a single one that has that crown icon. So it looks like all of these different stickers and different trending designs and things like that you will be able to have access to with the free version, which is great. A couple other things that you have access to with the free version versus the pro version is videos. I don't use videos too much, but sometimes I will use them as B-roll in my YouTube videos, and some of them you just won't be able to get access to. However, there are a lot of options that you will have access to, so this isn't a huge deal and I don't use them very much. Same thing with the audio. I have maybe used 1 or 2 sounds from here, but for the most part, I don't use the audio, but there are a lot of free versions and there aren't that many pro versions, so you shouldn't have a problem finding audio if you're even using this option to begin with. Now let's get on to the absolute lifesaver features, the ones that I absolutely cannot live without and make Canva Pro worth it if these were the only features that were offered. And the first thing here is the resize. So one of the ways that I use this feature is I actually used something similar to this and created it for a picture for my blog, but I thought it would also make a good Pinterest post. So you can go over here to resize and then go down to Pinterest pin, copy and resize. It's going to open up a new window. It's going to take a little bit of adjusting to actually make this work as a Pinterest pin, but for the most part, this is a lot easier to create this looking like a Pinterest pin if you're trying to do a graphic for a bunch of different things and Instagram, Pinterest, all of that. The resize option is really great. And the next thing is version history. So if you accidentally screw something up in your design or you want to go back to an old design because you did some tests and you don't like it and you want to redo what you did, all you have to do is go here to File, Version History, and you can see there's not much version history here because I haven't changed much, but you'll see a bunch of different version histories on the side here that you can go back to, and you can't do that on the free version. A few other things here that I use all of the time is some of the download features. Transparent background. You cannot use a transparent background if you have the free version. The transparent background is an absolute must because it's how I do all of my YouTube video text. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be able to do the text that I do. I don't typically use this sizing feature either, but that is a paid for thing as well. And then on top of that, if we click on this image here, we go to edit. The background remover is one of the things that I use in every single one of my thumbnails. It is an absolute must in my design process, and it's a paid for tool. You would not be able to use it otherwise. In terms of the text, I like to use effects on a lot of my text, and if you have the free version, some of these things you won't be able to do. In terms of animating, if you click on something, you can't change the speed of the animation or the direction of the animation. Now this is something that is just small. Most people might not even notice or want to mess with this, but if you would like to mess with it, you need to pay for it. Now, just to show you the difference, I jumped over to a Canva account that does not have Canva Pro. And if you want to try Canva Pro out, you do actually have the option to try it free for 30 days. So if you want to see if you like Canva Pro, I'm going to leave a link to it down below in the description if you want to check this out. But let's hop into a design here so I can show you a little bit more. Let's say you are creating a design and you decide that you really are in love with this photo here. As you can see, it has this massive watermark on it, which means it's a paid for picture. And if this is the only picture that you've ever seen that you really liked, you don't actually have to pay for Canva Pro completely in order to get access to this photo. So if we go to share and we go to download, you're going to see that it's telling you you have a premium image, try Canva Pro for free. If you click on these three little dots, you can purchase the Pro content license for $1. Now the thing is, it says, do you only need it for one design? Pay for it once, which leads me to believe that you don't even have access to using this for more than one design. You can only use it literally one time. So one time equals $1. And to me, that's just not worth it. This picture is not worth $1 to me for one use. I think that's a little ridiculous. And then you also have the option to download a free watermarked draft. So basically this is what it's going to look like when you download it. It's going to have this like lattice thing on it with the Canva logo so that you can't really use it. It basically makes it useless. And if you see a bunch of different designs that you like or a bunch of different pictures that you want to use, it's probably honestly going to be a waste of your money to pay $1 to use that picture once. You might as well just get Canva Pro. It's going to be the better option. If you've been on the fence of whether or not to go with Canva Pro or keep the free option, I think it's worth it to just take the leap and go with Canva Pro. After going through the list of things that you miss out of when you don't pay, I actually forgot about a lot of things that I take advantage of every single time I use Canva because I'm so used to having the Pro version, I forgot that they weren't even free options available. So in my opinion, choosing whether or not to upgrade really depends on how much you use the platform, but because I use it a bunch, and if you use it a bunch too, it's a no-brainer to upgrade. It is worth the $119 you pay a year just to have access to all of the amazing features. But if you're new to Canva and you want to learn more, check out these 7 Canva hacks that you might not know about. Make sure to like if you like and subscribe to my channel down below for more videos just like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.